We have with us the Solicitor General of Liberia Anti-Corruption, Executive Chairperson of the Anti-Corruption Commission, the LACC, and Councillor Alexandra Zoe. We'd like to say welcome to the media.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so beginning with you, Councillor Fayiah, the Ministry of Justice is collaborating with the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission to conduct a 3-day training for prosecutors across the country. Tell us your own impression.
The both of all see the crime being committed against our people, more especially corruption and any other crime for that matter, as the business for prosecutors. So we have decided to stand together, we have decided to work together to make sure that we deal with the issue of corruption, deal with the issue of crime in our society. That is the only way we can move forward. Manufacturing the crime, there is the opposite. The opposite is you lay with a criminal. And so we don't want that, and that's why you see the collaboration. Interagency collaboration is the most important thing to do in any government. See, work for government and work for government. We all work for the same objective. So we work together to make sure that we achieve what the government wants to do.
Councillor Fayiah, the public, they have criticized the Ministry of Justice and that of the LACC of being very slow in prosecuting criminals or corrupt officials. So is this why you people coming together now to collaborate?
Well, my sister will tell you in detail that justice does not move like a horse, it moves like a snail. And the justice moves like a horse, they overlook many things and they could be very brutal in terms of dealing with people. We have investigated series of cases. One is the case involving Simon Toy, and the case is in court. It's logically being followed, and we don't know where the criticism is coming from. But we can understand from the public believe that we should be involved in traditional justice system. You go to court today and the matter will be determined to a finality. That is not the law. The law is you have to go properly. So the issue is not the court, not the LACC, not even in MOG. It's a system. The system will follow the case to its logical conclusion.
3 months ago, you were in Nima County. Today, you are in Masrada County conducting similar training. Why this training for prosecutors?
My sister and I have decided that we train our people over and over so that they will know what evidence is required. And so when we get to court, the chance of losing the case will not be the issue. We must have the probable outcome. And that is why you see us together. We raise resources together, we talk to our donor partner, and we train together. And that is why you see over here, there is a brainchild of both of us.
Councillor Zoe, let's say welcome to the media.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so Councillor, your collaboration with the Ministry of Justice, what does that mean for your institution?
Thank you very much. This is something this is just one of such collaboration. We have been collaborating with the Justice Ministry for quite a while now, even before my ascendancy as Executive Chairperson of the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission. But this is an initiative that seeks to strengthen the fight against corruption and also to send a strong message out there that we are not taking the issue of corruption or the prosecution of crimes in Liberia as something very lightly. As I initially mentioned, corruption is systemic in our society, and so it requires an holistic effort. And so this is why this is not the beginning. This is something that we're going to continue to do. Like Councillor mentioned, we've collaborated on several cases, including the FIA cases. We've collaborated. The FIA case. We've collaborated for training, information sharing, and this is something that we're going to continue, especially now that the National Anti-Corruption Code is being set up. We believe that the entire process of setting up the code should not just be something that will be done by one institution, but it should be done by all integrated institutions so that we ensure that when our code is set up, we do not come back to the Liberian code to give any other excuse. So we are now beginning to train the prosecutors on the different legal steps, also to identify challenges and also provide or hang here, as the librarian can say, hang here to be able to find a solution to that. Corruption fights back. So for us to be able to fight corruption, we must be prepared, and this is why this training exercise is ongoing. It is quite commendable by my big brother here. Anytime there's an opportunity for us to collaborate in the fight against corruption, the LACC is always available. So yeah, this is our position.
Let me just take your party comments before going to him for his party comment, because I don't want to keep you long.
So again, we want to use this opportunity to just speak to the Liberians out there to work with us. We know it's frustrating where we do investigation and we hold people, we indict people, and then people file bond, and the case is stagnant, sitting at the court. But it is not something that is the fault of the LACC, like the SG said. It's not something that is the effort. I mean, it is the result of non-action by the LACC. It is the existing legal structure. On our law, a person is presumed innocent until he's proven guilty. And so, like at the last press briefing, I stated that when we file these indictments, people file their bond. There are preliminary actions that are taken before we go into full-scale trial, which is the issue of motions. Motions are filed. Motions have to be disposed of. Sometimes when the outcome of the motion will take the case up to the Supreme Court, then the Supreme Court has to pass on the petition that will file and then send the case back, and that is the reason why some of the cases delay. But as we speak, there's an exercise that's ongoing regarding our existing laws, so that we can have reforms to the laws, particularly how to address the issue of corruption, the processes, the procedure. Because if you take a look around us in the region here, a lot of our neighboring countries that are making headway in corruption, they have taken steps to amend their laws to address existing realities. And so we as Liberians, we need to do that.
Liberians are very eager to see some of these past and current corrupt officials behind bars.
Absolutely. I mean, there should be no room for delays. There should be no room that people will be indicted and they just passing around, you know. The cases should be speedily tried, and that's the only way we can be able to recover. But the delays, like I said, it's not the fault of the LACC, it's the existing structure, the existing laws.
So we need some reforms.
We need reforms. Until we can do those reforms, we will continue to run in cycle, and this is why there is a need, a dire need to do reforms in our laws.
Councillor Fayiah, your final message before we take deal from you.
Take deal from me. We understand the disappointment of our people. Because when you have your resources and few people take it and they enjoy it, they're moving around, it's disappointing. But we have to exercise leadership role by informing them how our system works. We're not lazy, the code is not lazy. The Justice Minister is not a lazy man, he's a very, very astute man. But we have to make sure that the system works. If we don't allow the system to work, then we'll be accused for having overchores over the system. And we don't want to be seeing things like that. So we have to exercise leadership ability by explaining to our people to bear a little patience.
So in short, Liberians need to be patient.
Yes, they need to be a bit patient. But we are moving. But we appreciate putting fire on our back. So that would make.
Are you ready under pressure to prosecute for Liberians?
I think we should. I think we should.
Okay.
So that it will make us to, move faster. Okay. We should. And we appreciate their, pressure put on us. So that is why you see this training. We are not going to sit idle. So we make sure that everything is done properly.
Finally, what did you expect of the prosecutors following the 3 days?
By the 3 days, we expect that they will learn a lot of law. They will learn the way of dealing with the case in a new way. And we have special MOOC code. That MOOC code is an enabling environment where we will know how to present evidence in court. And these are new something. We will have presentation on how they can write a legal brief, how you appear before the Supreme Court. And TRP cases, we have no justification if there are TRP cases here. That
you mean trafficking in person?
Trafficking in person.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are the kind of things that we are discussing.
Okay.
And also the crime affecting our region, the forestry law.
Okay.
All of these are being captured. And the reason is to make sure that they understand these things squarely. And when they see someone misbehaving, they will not wait for any instruction from behind. They will go ahead to arrest and deal with the person. So we think that this is a very good something, and like we said, we'll collaborate together to make sure that we weed the bad people in our society.
Okay.
They must be weeded out, and so that is the intent of the embassy.
Councillor Augustine C. Fayiah, Solicitor General of Liberia, I want to say thanks ever so much for speaking to us, and Councillor Alexandra Zoe as well.
Thank you for having us.
Welcome.
Thank you.